Hi guys, welcome back to this week's episode of The Social Buzz. I'm your host as usual, Amarachi. Now, you know what the Social Buzz is about. We're here to give you trending topics or what trended during the week. And it pains me to say that we're still discussing this particular matter. So today I'm going to be talking about femicide or how women have been brutally murdered, raped, or we're just hearing a lot of these cases this past week. It has been a lot. You open the internet, you go through Instagram, Twitter, Google, you're reading news reports, and everything is this person that was killed, this person that was raped, this one that had that, and every single case, it is a woman that is the victim. Now, there are different angles in which I wanted to take this from, because majority of the time when you go through, when you see all these posts, when you see all these news, people are talking about it, you have some very questionable people in the comment section. Like now, most of all these things that have happened, they are not news. The most recent one is the Christiana girl that was killed by her friend. And then it just made people talk about various ones that happened in the past. I was supposed to do a news trend. If you watch my news trend videos here on the Eagle Online, I talk about happenings, what is trending. So I was supposed to do a news trend, and the news trend, well, it's not Nigerian based, but she's still a woman, whether she's African based or not. Two black men, two Nigerian men raped this woman, this lady, as she was 17, even underage for that matter. She's 17, she was 17, I don't know if she's still 17. And then they said when they took the case to court, they go, oh, it was consensual. This was now after like 9 days trial that they said, okay, it wasn't consensual. But like, if somebody says no, can we actually know that no is no? Can we actually, because like, even funny how when you're talking to somebody, for example, let's say you're texting, you and this guy, you're texting, and then he says something and you're like, oh no, you don't want to do that. They now go, why? I don't have to explain myself to you. No is no. I feel like the quicker people understand that no is no, we would not have issues about rape or sexual assaults. I don't get it. Now, the lady from Uganda, Rebecca, um, beautiful woman, successful at that even. And this was a case of her ex-boyfriend, whether he was saying that she wasn't managing her finances. Like, it is not your bloody finances. What do you mean? And for that, and this murder case, he killed her, it was planned because he had already gone ahead to go and buy petrol. So he knew he was going to do it. Now he's dead, though. I mean, talk about karma, but he's dead. But her life did not have to come to an end. Like, she's not even in relation with you anymore. So if we're not together, what is your business with my life? Because now when you see things like this, like I said, you go through comment sections, you have very questionable people, very questionable men, even some women too, come out and say all manner of rubbish. Things like, oh, why did they do this? Why did they do that? I feel 2 days ago, I'm not quite sure. I didn't save the video, so sorry, you're not gonna see it. There was a guy that posted something on his TikTok about how a woman, what she do to him, whether she abused him or something. It was a joke. But I went through the comment section and girls were the ones commenting. The first girl said, what were you wearing? That is because women are so used to hearing that question. Now, I'm not here to defend that because I feel like everybody knew it was a joke. He spoke about it in the comments. But then, if for whatever reason somebody should come out to talk about their rape story or them being assaulted, and then you go, what are you wearing? It doesn't make any sense. Because we've heard of cases whereby children are being raped, like 6, 7 year old children, whereby fathers are raping babies. What was the child wearing? And we've heard of cases whereby hijabites, ladies that put on hijab, they're covered from head to toe. You see them. Some of them even cover their nose, and all you see is their eye. But they are being raped. So please, exactly what was showing. We're constantly hearing, okay, because parents are constantly, oh, you're a girl, don't do this, don't do that. Why aren't you training the guys? For the rape apologists, people that will say, oh, I saw one girl's video, and she was like how somebody sent her a voice note one time that if a guy should rape a girl or assault her, it's because he likes her. Are you, what? I don't get it. Or guys that make excuses for people that are being sexually assaulted. This lady also said something about how majority of the time when men come out to say men also are being assaulted. It is when a woman has already come out to say it. Like when a woman says, oh, she was assaulted, people will now be saying, you now see men in the comment section, yes, men too get assaulted, this. We've spoken about that here before. If you're not going to stand on your own and talk about it, don't put, it's like me coming to meet my friend and saying, oh, this is what I'm going through, this, and you're now telling me your own problem on the spot. You could have come and meet me. We're not trying to make it about you now. When things like that happen to you, you talk about it. But this lady also said, these guys don't talk about it simply because of how their fellow guys will react, or they will not even take them seriously. So basically, men are the causes of men's own problem. Because you see a lot of guys saying, oh, mental health this, mental health that, and then they say, oh, the women don't care. It's not a matter of the women don't care. You people don't talk about it simply because your fellow gender would not take you seriously. It's like, oh, now why you going to do like that? Or you see a guy spoiling his babe. One day here at the Eagle Online, we're discussing something, and then I think we even aired it. We're talking about this same boy and girl issue, Sha. And then I mentioned how one guy used to spoil his babe. You get all of that. He's the one always asking, oh, are you sure you don't need anything? And then one of the guys here said he's a simp. Simply because he's spoiling his babe. I don't get it. So because I'm taking care of my woman and I'm doing all these things, and then, I'm vulnerable with her, I'm a simp. The more you people put all this mentality out there, you now start turning it back to say, okay, oh, it's the woman's fault. Anyway, let me not even get into all these relationship problems. So like I said, when Christiana rather, when she died and it came to limelight, a lot of things started coming up. We started remembering a whole lot. You'll be saying, oh, women should do this, women should stay safe, women should do this. Whereas Christiana went to go and see her friend. She was with her friend. Mercy was in her house sleeping. Bamishe was an estate-owned boss. Uwa was in church. Augusta was with her boyfriend. Where exactly are these women supposed to now stay safe? Barakat was in her house during the lockdown. Osinachi was killed in her own house by her own husband. Ini Umoren was going to find a job. So what exactly are you telling women to stay safe from? At what point do we now tell the men, leave women alone? At what point? Women stay safe, women do this, women don't dress like this, women don't do this, women this. At what point do you tell the men? When people say men hate women naturally, or a lot of men hate women, we always have people arguing about it. Oh, that's not true. But your actions are clearly saying that. Your actions are clearly saying that you hate women. The way you speak, the way you act, the way you think. Now, a few tweets that I screenshotted. Every day around the world, women face abuse, torture, and murder at the hands of men, often by those they are in relationships with or by strangers. When will men everywhere start speaking out against these heinous acts? When would men come out to start saying, oh, men shouldn't do things like this? We have a few men that are doing that already, and kudos to you. But we have the other men that are doing, why did they not do this? Why did they not do that? I don't get it. Don't you have sisters? I mean, you might as well be able to do it to your sister too if you can talk like that. If you can open your mouth to say such irresponsible things, you can do it to your sisters too. Another tweet, women are labeled as over-emotional, while men have committed mass murder, domestic violence, and rape for thousands of years. Rape victims, women. Murder victims, women. Domestic abuse victims, women. Who are the culprits? Men. Can you actually leave women alone? I don't get it. Okay, so this guy says, apropos doctor, we do not want a bro code that prevents you from speaking up when injustice, assault, bullying, and rape is being done by your fellow bro. We want a bro code that holds us accountable. Speak up. Hashtag justice for Christiana. I don't know, man. This is so triggering. Women being set ablaze, raped in their own homes and workplaces, killed by their male friends, women practically dying mercilessly at the hands of these evil men, and you all still have a problem with feminists. Every day this week has been one news or the other about women getting raped or killed or both. This is wrong, this is evil, this is wickedness. I mean, there are a lot more. I can go on. Somebody says, I have been sexually assaulted in a hijab before, a full hijab that is dragging on the freaking floor. The bastard pressed me to the wall and fondled my breast and my bum. I'm sure every woman has a story, every one of us. If anybody talk about gender war, men too. Reading this out loud is even more crazy. So this says, get pepper spray. Because now, so far on TikTok, I've been seeing this thing where women are now saying, okay, in their bag, what is in their bag? They are carrying knives, they are carrying short knives, they are carrying forks, they are carrying these combs that have iron tail. They are buying tasers, they are buying pepper spray. Because you're not even safe anymore. You're not safe anymore. Okay, now I remember the video that the guy posted. He wasn't being assaulted. He said he walked up to a lady to ask her for her number, and then she pepper sprayed him or something in his face, and then that was when somebody now commented, "What are you wearing?" And that was that whole story. I just remember because of the pepper spray. But now I see all these videos on TikTok whereby people are posting, oh, they are carrying daggers, they are carrying knives, they are carrying this, they are putting Cameroon pepper and mixing it with water and putting it inside spray bottles, because some of these things are quite pricey, but you can still find other ways to just protect yourself. So now this tweet says, get pepper spray. A husband hired 72 men to rape his wife. Just imagine. You have a wife. You kept on drugging her every single time and hired 72 men to rape her. A 15-year-old boy beat up his classmates and he raped her. Now she's in coma and needs multiple surgeries. An ex-boyfriend burnt a woman to death. But yeah, let us learn how to fight and buy pepper spray, because that is supposedly supposed to solve the issue. Stop asking, Solomon Buchi goes, stop asking women to buy pepper sprays and learn martial arts when we can ask men to be decent people. It's not so much to ask for. It's not so much. So what if a woman buys the pepper sprays and has the dagger and everything? Do women have to be looking at their back every single time? Oh, hope the person... I mean, I'm walking on the road and I'm carrying my bag and I'm holding everything to me so tight, walking really fast, looking for... just praying to get home safe and alive. Let me not be like one of the other victims out there. Why do women have to live in fear? Because men have refused to be decent people. Solomon Buchi goes on to say, women are still raped and killed in the comfort of their homes. It is not just a security issue. It is femicide. We need to find a solution to this at this point. Something should be done to these men. Something should be done about this. Men should be decent people. Men should speak to themselves. I don't know. But I mean, it doesn't make any sense as to why we should be hammering on women to do this, women to do that, women should protect themselves, when you can just talk to the men to stop attacking women. Because like, even when you go through the streets of social media and you just see something that somebody will say or something that somebody will repost, it can tell you so much about the type of person that man is. And you know, okay, I should be careful with such a person, because why would you even think like that? I don't know. I really don't know what to say. But something has to be done. I really don't know how it's supposed to be solved though. But does it have to get to an extreme point whereby it is so bad before we do something about it? It doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't. The women that have lost their lives, people that are traumatized, 9 out of 10 women will tell you that they have been sexually harassed, if not 10 of them. Sexually harassed by people close to them even. Women are trying to deal with traumatic experience from childhood, from their past, from secondary school days, primary school days, university days. Women are still even getting harassed till tomorrow. And they're trying to deal with all these traumas. And you have people making insensitive comments out there about it. I don't know what to say, because I would like to believe that the men that do these things have people in their lives. They have people that can talk to them. So if you as a man, you don't do it, but you know somebody that does it and you won't talk to him simply because that's his way of how? How? Women wear short clothes because of what she wore. Women wore long clothes. What exactly are you going to say? Women this, women that. It is always the woman's fault. Men cannot be accountable. But they'll be the ones that say women cannot be accountable. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. Imagine the 17-year-old girl that was raped. That was sexually assaulted. I don't even know. But 17-year-old girl that was in that case by 30-something-year-old men at 34. What are you looking for in a 17-year-old girl's body? Or the ones that fathers are sleeping with their children. Babies. don't get it. Don't you? How do you reason? These people need to be admitted to psychiatric hospital because something is clearly wrong. If you can see a child that you're supposed to take care of, protect, nurture, and then you're turned on and looking for where to. I don't have anything to say on this matter again. To the ladies out there, just try and be safe because telling the men to be decent is a very long shot, to be very honest. You can try and talk to one or two people now, maybe yes, but how many of them? So now this was just looking out for yourselves. Look out for yourselves, though. Look out for yourselves. Scream, run, block, protect yourselves in every way that you can, and just keep on praying to God. Because let us not be victims of things that we can never be able to heal from. Oh. Let us not be victims. Men, you should do better. Talk to your guys. You have a guy friend that you know he thinks in a certain questionable way. First and foremost, I don't know why you're even friends with somebody like that, but somebody like that you know, speak to the person, say it out loud, drag the person on the internet, do something. Don't just be quiet and be doing bro code. Bro code my freaking foot. Anyways, guys, with that being said, women, like I said, please be safe. That is going to be the end of this discussion. I hope next week is brighter and we're not going to have to talk about things like this again. Because like I read, somebody also tweeted the same thing. Every single day we're hearing one case or the other, one case or the other, one case or the other. Somebody's being killed, somebody's being raped, or it's both situations. How bad now? The country is already too hard for us to be dealing with things like this. I remain your host, Amarachi. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share, and follow all our channels because we're constantly putting things out there for you. So don't be a spoil sport. Don't just watch our videos and then you just go without subscribing. What's it going to take you to click on the subscribe button? What? And in this video for the women, I've mentioned some few things that you can keep in your bags that can become very handy. E.g., the Cameroon pepper inside spray bottle. Where you blend that arodo. Since men don't want to hear what comes out, don't make most of them blind. Rubbish. Bye, guys.